drip, drop, drip, drippity drop, drip, drop, drip, drippity drop. 5th episode of Empire. Welcome, guys. This is going to be a spoiler review because I'm assuming you saw the episode, and these are just my thoughts on it. And I guess, Hakeem couldn't get Tiana to drip, drop, drip, drippity drop. Yeah, that's a song. Well, this episode was actually I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. There were some things I really, really liked. There's some things I'm like, whatever. Right from the start of the episode, we see that Tiana has a girlfriend. That's right. She's bisexual, I'm assuming. So I think nowadays I've seen so many shows where they're like, let's hit on with the shock factor. Oh my God, they like the same sex partner. Came out of nowhere. I see this done a lot on TV for some reason. So to do the shock value and stuff, they rely on that, which wasn't a bad thing. I mean, it was whatever. Tiana, she likes girls too, and Hakeem was getting them somewhat, the older woman, Naomi Campbell. So why not Tiana go and get some of her, and it's funny that Cookie knew. Cookie already knew. So Cookie, you funny. Speaking of Cookie, we find out what she was testifying for. She was testifying for the murder of the drug deal that went south, and basically this guy who I think is an informant or somewhat. He's pretty much on the streets, but he was working with the FBI as well. But he ends up killing the drug dealer, or he's the head of maybe the guy who died. I couldn't remember. I believe. Well, anyway, he ends up killing the drug dealer, and that's how Cookie end up pretty much saying, testifying, telling the jury who killed that informant or FBI guy or whatever. Yeah, I think it was the dealer. It was the dealer. Now just thinking about it, I just watched it, so now just thinking about it, it was the dealer that was the FBI informant. So basically, she testified, she named the guy, he's going to go to jail for the longest time, pretty much forever. But that doesn't mean he can't find Cookie, even though they said that they could protect Cookie, that her in the court was just private, nobody's going to find out, this and that. She finds a rose on her door, or by her door, and basically that's a symbol of the guy's pretty much drug empire. He has a right hand man, so to speak, who's taking care of business while he's in the pen. Excuse me. Gotta say, I did Cookie, man. I like the Cookie and Andre interaction. Andre needed to go see Cookie to get Hakeem. Hakeem's doing his video shoots. This is big video shoot. He needs the money. He needs $1 million. So Andre needed a favor to get Tiana on there so they can compensate all that money and this and that. And then Andre goes to Cookie and basically asks her, please, can you do this for me on my ropes? And she agrees only if she's a board member, and she ends up being a board member, and they end up getting Hakeem's thing going. I really liked the interaction between Andre and Cookie. I really want to see more of that. We saw it a little bit in the first episode, but really, excuse me, usually it's Andre and Lucius, and there was a little good interaction back and forth where Lucius was like, if you can't give me the money, what good are you to me? So it's kind of hard and cold after seeing last episode that Andre's pretty much got his back. So I wouldn't think he would, but he's pretty much trying to push Andre, and Andre's not really liking it. His wife finding out that even recording that Tiana was pretty much kissing all up on her girlfriend, which I have no clue why she'd be kissing her girlfriend out in the public when everybody knows she's with Hakeem. Don't know why that was a stupid move. So basically, yeah, she went to go see Andre went to go see Cookie, and then Andre goes back to the studio, lets his dad know they're doing Hakeem's video. Which, come on, really? Nobody uses those special effects. Those are bad. Those definitely green screen special effects, and the video looked terrible, honestly. And the song was whatever. I like the beat and stuff, but drip, drop, it's whatever. On the meantime, Jamal's also doing in his ragged up studio. They find a studio for him to, do his thing. He gets one free day of basically getting the song together. So he's doing good. He's going dollar dollar bill, y'all. Basically, he's doing pretty good there. His mom is all over the place because she has to deal with the Fed. She's got to deal with pretty much the hitman now. Now she's got to deal with Tayana. So it's funny to see Cookie all over the place. Phone switching, switching calls and stuff. So that was cool. The one chick from Why Did I Get Married To? She's in here, and I really like her. She's so loud and stuff. She's like Marcus. So I think she's related to Cookie, and she's the only one really who knows Cookie's situation. So Cookie goes and asks her, well, what do we got to do? And pretty much she gets another friend of the family to basically be a hitman and take out that right hand man from the guy who's in jail, because Cookie fears for her life because of that rose. That's a symbol. That's pretty much, I guess, her one family member was telling the chick from Why Did I Get Married was telling her, that's how he likes to do it. He likes to scare you, leave you little hints and stuff. Then bam, right in the head. So Cookie's doing that, dwelling on that. Of course, Lucius gets engaged and gets his fiance's dad to basically sign a paper basically saying that he's healthy and so he can go global on his empire, or pretty much go global. Of course, the dad, who's a doctor, pretty much didn't want to do it, but $1 billion is going to make you do it. So there's that. And what else did we have? We had Hakeem finding out that Tayana likes girls because Andre's wife. There was a lot of things going on in this episode. Andre was being a kind of a dick brother, sending those guys to pretty much rob Jamal. He didn't think that they were going to pull a gun, but they ended up pulling the gun. So that could have been bad all around. Only one guy got shot in the arm. You have Hakeem, and Tayana. They're fighting, but then they end up getting everybody together on the set and finishing up the video. And then we see Jamal finishing up his recording session. His song's pretty dope. Hakeem's beat's pretty dope. Then we see Hakeem and Jamal confrontation towards the end of this episode. Jamal thinking that Hakeem sent those guys because he knew those guys were in Hakeem's group, that he sent those guys to rob him. So those two are at it. Now they're finally, really on opposite sides. They're not good, good brothers unite kind of deal. And we also see pretty much Cookie at the very end when Lucius comes over and says happy anniversary, and he left that rose there, and Cookie's hiring her cousin, I believe, to pretty much go kill that guy. Was too late, and that the cousin ends up killing the right hand man of the guy who's in prison. So a lot of things going on. That twist at the very end where it was actually Lucius who left the rose, I really liked. I was like, oh, that's nice. Good job, Cookie. So Cookie's about to crumble pretty soon in these couple of episodes because she done screwed up. She just on screwed up, man. And I thought the music was nice. I thought the music was cool. I really love how they're showing you how they're making the music. When Jamal's on his beats, he's like, it's like trying to go all Michael Jackson and stuff right there. And then really how they just really it's a step. It's a process making these beats, putting the song together. You saw a different kind of you saw the pretty much beat making, the actual making of the song. Then you saw another aspect of actually making a video, which was really cool seeing back to back. Hakeem was doing his little green screen. Of course, he had the choreography, and you have tension going around on both sets. So that was great. I really enjoyed this episode. That was a good episode. I can't wait for next episode. Can't wait to see what what happens now that Cookie end up having her cousin go kill this guy. I believe it was her cousin. And of course, Lucius he's dying. So I'm pretty sure the disease is really going to get to him pretty soon. I really want to see more Jamal, Andre, and Cookie interaction. I still don't get the sense of how he really feels about his mom. Does he really love his mom? Does he not love his mom? It seems like he's very neutral at this point. And him and really dwelling into his brothers, you could tell he is the jealous type. He really didn't like how Hakeem was getting all this attention, and Jamal, well, Jamal's Jamal. He's just a guy he needs to just pull the strings on. So great episode. Really liked it. Really liked the interactions that were going on. Really liked pretty much the process of songwriting and making a video. Like I said, there was a few things here and there that was okay, whatever. The song was okay, drip drop. Tayana and Hakeem, they seem like they have good chemistry. We'll see where that relationship goes to. I'm pretty sure, but Hakeem really likes Naomi Campbell. So when's Naomi Campbell going to come in and really, tear that up? Because it was funny how Tayana's like, "Oh, well, you got a side. Why can't I have a side?" So just because she's a girl, so that was pretty funny. Overall, though, it was a pretty good episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was not too bad. Not pretty good song. I think I like Jamal's song a little bit better, just a little bit better than Hakeem's. That's about it. That's all I got for you guys. So thank you guys for listening. If you let me know what you thought about this episode, and please like and subscribe. And Empire so far has been on. It's been steady. It's been very steady. It's been, there hasn't been a super bad episode. There hasn't been a super amazing episode. It's been steady. I think that ending was really, really great, though. That's really going to put conflict and consequences at hand. So, great episode. Great series so far. Really enjoying it. Let's see where all these brothers end up heading to. Oh, I'm going to predict this, and I'm going to call this. I think because Lucius pretty much, and his girlfriend, I always forget her name, the short-haired girl, the fiance. Lucius' fiance, basically, they told their parents that they're getting married, and then they're going to break the ice later on in these other episodes. Later on in the episodes, they're telling her family, and then they're going to move on to his family. Well, the mom was basically saying, "Watch," because Lucius gets around, so. I think Lucius definitely still has feelings for Cookie. So the fiance's, I think, in my opinion, I'm going to call it, I think the fiance will end up sleeping with one of the kids. Well, not Jamal, of course. Will end up sleeping with Hakeem, or Andre. I just have that feeling that she's going to end up sleeping with either one of them in the long run, because she's going to be so pissed at Lucius. But... man, because Lucius still has feelings for Cookie, and I think those two are going to end up having a very sentimental, reunion maybe at the end of all this series. But I think Lucius' girlfriend, the fiance, is going to sleep with either Hakeem or Andre. I'm just calling it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna call it. I'm putting $100 on down the line here. All right, guys. See you guys later. Enjoy your day.